bum bum. What's happening? What's happening, y'all? Happy Thursday. Appreciate y'all patience. Mayor, what's up with you? I seen you just hopped on a flight. Enjoy yourself, man. Be safe. Kurt Ball, he's going to be a specialty tonight. I got a good feeling. Can't wait to hear his story, his journey, and hear his real estate, strategy. See if he's in here. See if he's in here. Don't forget, we got the community cleanup also this Saturday at 10 a.m. So make sure you guys tune in. What's up, Tone? How you? Don't forget this Saturday. We got the community cleanup. PA Ball. Let me send this joint out. I just sent it to you, Kurt. The request. Did it come through? There you go.
Yes,
That was easy. What's going on, my man? How you?
I can't complain, brother. How about yourself?
Man, glad to make it through the day, man. Glad to make it through the day.
I know that's right. I just got in.
Oh,
Landlording a little bit.
said you was landlording?
Jumped off the flight from Atlanta this morning and went straight to the property. Landlording. Came home, jumped out the shower. Here I am with you, brother.
Right. So same here, working. My son had basketball tonight. Got him in the crib, jumped in the shower, and said, look, we going. Now that I got my shower, I ain't got to do nothing else the rest of the night. So I definitely looking forward to hearing your story. For those who don't know, this is Kurt Ball, a.k.a. the landlord. The man that's making it happen with his 9 to 5. A lot of people talk about, oh, I can't chase my dreams. No, you can chase your dreams. You just got to be disciplined. So, Kurt, go ahead, introduce, give a little bit of your background, man. Where you from, what high school, what college you went to, and then we can jump into the real estate part.
Yeah, man. I'm from Florida, man. May 31st just made 20 years, graduated high school. So
Okay.
I was a wrestler in high school, so I left and went straight out to South Carolina to wrestle in college a little bit, and then came back to Florida, did a little criminal justice stuff, federal correction officer for a little while, and then I decided to go back to school for PA and moved to Philadelphia to come to school. Towards the end of my schooling, that's when I bought my first duplex, and from there I knew that things were going to be different. So once I graduated school, I never took a full-time job. Because I just focused on the real estate. And then finally this year, February the 1st, 2 years after graduating, I decided to take a full-time job, and it's not working out. So I'm going to retire in September 11th of this year.
Okay. Well, one, congratulations, but let's back up in that journey though. So you said college. So what was your original major when you went to college?
Criminal justice. I have a bachelor's degree in criminal justice, so I'm dual certified to work on the road as a police or work inside a prison. I've been to both police academies, passed the state exams in Florida.
Okay.
And I worked in the federal prison, state prison for a while. About 6-7 years I did correction officer work. Finally, I went to the night shift, man, started taking my prereqs for PA school. And once I got accepted into a school here right here in Elkins
So what
Park.
you come to PA for? What you go to school here for?
I'm a PA, a physician assistant.
Okay. All right. I didn't know. I when you say PA, like Pennsylvania.
I came to PA to be a PA, and
Okay.
once I graduated, I just couldn't go full time because, I had already been rolling, So
So you got your first property here in Philadelphia?
Yeah, duplex in Albany.
Okay. But you use FHA, or how'd you go about doing that one?
Yeah, FHA 3.5% down. It only took me about $7,000 to get in it.
Yup.
I did a $10,000 crappy rehab in it on the bottom unit. The top unit rented for $1,100. The bottom unit rented for like $975, and the mortgage was only like $915 or something. So I was getting in $1,000, a little over $1,000 actually, because the bottom unit, which was at like $975, was paying the mortgage, and I was walking away with $1,100, minus whatever the water was.
I got you.
So I'm still at $1,000 a month, and I'm like, if I could just keep doing that, make my salary.
So that first house though, like that feeling, like when you got that first rent check, like, and you had your job, like I know when I got my first rent check, it was like, oh, this is that feeling like mailbox money is like, it's real. Like I really can get this.
Right.
And keep my job. Well, if you want to keep your job or just do whatever you do, but that first check, like tell me about that first check though. Like what was running through your mind?
So it took a little while, you know what I'm saying? I had to move some people out. Once I got those people out, the top unit, I cleaned it up a little bit, and that guy moved in, man, and I got that first last 1 month security deposit. That was $3,300, you know, for that top unit right away. And then I took a little bit of time, and then I did the 975 for the bottom unit, first last 1 month security deposit. It was just crazy because I'm like, I really didn't do nothing. I just used my credit. You know, I YouTubed a lot, and I had a contractor that he pretty much told me how things would go. He would say, how about the baseball? I'm like, I don't know. How should they be? You know? And I just did that, and we got through. It's a crappy rehab, but I get 975 out of that unit now. It makes no sense for me to go back and recorrect things because it's already at what it's going to be. I may get another $100 if I, you know, do the rehab on it, but it makes no sense. So,
Got so
yeah.
so that first one, you didn't really try to like go crazy. Like, you know, how you look on IG now, everybody's, you know, rehab goon or rehab guru, but it's
Right.
like, you just got to get on base. And that's what you did. You got on base, figured it out, and then started putting it in motion. So, I mean, and all this time, like you said, you're doing this and still working your 9 to 5.
Well, I was still in school. You know, we had 3 exams every week. Every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, we had an exam. I was in school about 12 hours a day. I read to, you know, in that medicine stuff, you got to read to midnight every night. You know, so I was doing while texting the contractor, getting out of school, driving over to Albany, seeing what he did for the day, taking pictures, you know, communicating with my other friends to see what's supposed to be done. And it was hell, but I knew I was doing it for myself, so it was easy to do that. Right. It was easy for me to be at a property till 10, 11 o'clock at night because, you know, I'm there for me. Right. I'm controlling how this thing's going to turn out, so that's the motivation behind it, you know.
Got you. That's good money, man. So, I mean, even that process of you going back to school after you completed school. So, like, I talk to a lot of people, and we're all, not weird, but the conversation's like, yo, school didn't do anything for me. You know, so, like, you went to school more than once. And so how do you feel about that? Do you think school helped with getting you where you are today or even getting you started in real estate?
Oh, most definitely, bro. You know, my first degree in criminal justice, I would say that it helped. You know, it gave me a stable job. You know, I was making about, I think my first job as a correction officer with the state, we were making $33,000 a year. That equated to $10.25 every 2 weeks to my account. But I didn't have any responsibilities, but I knew that still wasn't a lot of money. Right. And at the time, the state of Florida had not had a raise for 7 years. So I was starting making the same amount as the people that had been there for 7 years. Those people had kids and stuff. They were struggling, you know. Right. Then I moved up to federal prison. They started paying $40,723. So it got a little bit better, and then you can get overtime. So things were good. But then I realized that it was a lot of politics as far as moving up the ranks, you know, and I've always been a pretty straight and narrow type of guy. So I felt like I should have been promoted easily. And you were starting to see people that were less qualified, you know. So I said, if I went back to school, it would be for something where the degree alone is going to get me the job, that they need me just because of the degree, not go and get in debt for something that I got to spend a lot of money. You know, I got to spend a lot of time trying to chase a job. And since I became a PA, like the jobs come at me, which is great. But right at the time before I was able to touch into the PA field, I found my passion, which was the real estate. So I never really gave medicine 100% try until this year. And it was too late because it's costing me money to go to work at, you know?
Ooh, so talk about that, because I saw that post the other day when you said that. So, I mean, when you say your job is costing you money versus you do own thing in real estate, what do you mean by that?
Bro, like, for one, if I'm at work, I'm not able to be out and about networking with other contractors, with vendors, working on my paperwork side of the business. I got 4 vacant units right now that need rehab. That if I'm out and about, I can be around, moving around, making things happen. I got 2 dump trucks. I'm a one-man team. I could be out making stuff happen, but I'm at somebody's job for 12 hours a day, you know, 40 hours a week sometimes, and I couldn't do it. I had like one of my projects, my duplex. If I would have been off work, I've been trying to demo that unit for a long time. I could have
Okay.
demoed for $700.
So
I would
you
have paid.
your own work yourself?
No. What you see me doing is what I like to do. It's fun.
Oh,
You know, I can do, and I'm learning, so it's fun to me, and it's my stuff. So if I mess it up, it's mine. You know, so I do that for fun. But that's not my ultimate goal, to be in here doing all the work and stuff like that. But you know, stuff like demo, I don't want to do that because I'm that's beneath me
I
to
got you.
be doing the demo. Like I could be doing something to progress my business a little bit further versus slinging the hammer. You know, plus I'm
Right.
37. I look strong, but that don't mean I want to be slinging the hammer. So for a demo, I could do that for $700 by myself, with me hiring two guys, paying them $100 for 2 days, and it cost me $300 at the dump.
I got you.
Pay somebody $1,500 to do it just because I couldn't get to it.
Because you had to be at work, right?
Had to be at work, you know what I'm saying, for that little bit of change, you know.
Right.
So
And for you, I'm assuming it sounds like you know your value in regards to what you're worth an hour. So when you add up what I go to work and make versus what I could do when I'm out here in the streets,
right,
it could be frustrating.
exactly. And I would say my biggest struggle right now is I know that I'm in a field that a lot of people strive to get to. So I feel like I should be in it because I'm like, whoa, everybody want to be here.
It's a
But
privilege.
at the same time, I'm worth more than this now. Like if I didn't know real estate, I would be happy to make what I make now an hour. But now
Right.
going to work, knowing that I have a duplex, I spent $50,000 out of my pocket for that unit, but nothing has happened there. I'm losing money.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's sitting there vacant. You know, then I have a 6 unit with 2 vacant units, the one that you see me working at.
Right. You said you got a 6 unit?
Yeah, the 6 unit in Darby, where I've been working at recently.
Okay.
I just closed on that earlier this year, and I think I'm rehabbing 1, 2, 3, 4 of the 6 units.
Okay.
I'll be done with one of them tomorrow. I'm going to go over there after work tomorrow and work for about 4 or 5 hours. That will be done, clean it up, take my pictures, and probably put it on Section 8 unless the right tenant come around for it. And then there's a unit up under that needs work. We're almost at the finish line, but if I'm not there, I can't facilitate the right people and push these guys to get to the finish line.
Got you. So you're a strictly buy and hold investor, or are you doing flips too?
Well, I'm down to do everything at this point because, the market is changing, which you and I spoke about a while ago. So my strategy right now is to hopefully not buy anything for holding right now, unless it's a really good deal. But my goal right now is to try to get true freedom. I want to flip to pay all my mortgages off so that I can have true freedom to where it doesn't matter what happened. I don't have to move unless I want to.
So all right, let's stop there real quick, right? So the true freedom of not having mortgages. So I guess like I talked to some people, they like, yo, I got 50 cribs and I got 50 mortgages. So if I'm hearing you right, are you saying, hey, I don't need 50 cribs, I just need a certain amount of cribs, but no mortgages. And I'm willing to double down on all of that now and sacrifice maybe not taking that income just to get the mortgages off me. So like you said, whether you sleep, go on vacation, do whatever, you ain't pressed because the money is there.
Right, exactly. And I try to deal in multi-families that way. I got multiple people paying me for one mortgage. That way I'm covering myself because I don't want to have to come out of my pocket to pay the mortgages, and I don't want to get caught with my pants down. And if I really wanted to, I could keep full blasting and get more units and put them under mortgages, but that's a lot of risk. And I only want to take on how much risk I need. I don't need.
Okay.
I'm sure I could take on enough risk to make 50 grand a month with my credit, but
Right.
do I want to take on that much risk? Do I need 50 grand a month? No, I don't need 50 grand a month. I need 20
I
grand.
got you.
So I'll take
I
on enough
got
risk to get me 20 grand a month, but I'm to the
you.
point now, just want to flip and shoot for 30K on each unit. If I make 30K, I'll take that 30K and dump it right back into one of my mortgages and start just paying them down. And by me quitting working, I can spend more time on my units, making sure I take care of my tenants. Tenants don't move, not a lot of turnover. I can keep moving forward and not ever have to come back to work on a unit because somebody moved out. Now I got to go turn that over, pay somebody to go paint it. I want to keep taking care of my people so you have no reason to leave.
I got you. Building a community called the landlord community. That's what you're gonna have.
That's right. It's all about being a landlord, brother. You know.
For sure. So I mean, can you touch on, like, for the people that's trying to figure it out, right? Like, what advice can you give them that are just trying to, like, figure out this process? 'Cause I feel like you spent time putting your blueprint together. And like most people just say, like, yo, I want to get in the game. Like I'm gonna be in real estate and I'm just gonna be out here. But like I feel like like it sounds like, yo, you said, look, I don't gotta go super fast, but if I plan it out, I'll still go fast. It's just gonna be strategic. So it's like, can you give people like just any information or insight on how to like map that out or even think about that process? Because I think what you're saying is genius.
Right. So I think the best thing, man, and this is just based on what I've been through, is off rip, you need to find out all the different areas of real estate first. What is this guy? What is his role in real estate? What is this guy's role in real estate? Find out exactly what it is that he do. And then from there, one of those may attract you. And if that's what attracts you, then go into that area. When I first started, I wanted to do wholesaling. I wanted to do construction at the same time. I wanted to do buy and hold. I wanted to do all these different strategies. And I realized I can do anything I want to do, but I can't do all of them together. So, you got to figure out exactly what your strategy is. I was listening to a lot of gurus and following a lot of other guys and trying to do it this way. And I was trying to do everybody's strategy for one thing. And then I just had to like realize, I'm like, yo, I can't do that.
Right.
Got a lot of respect for big business. Like I would say, I paid $100 and went to one of his seminars. And that one seminar was for about 5-6 hours. That seminar took me from 6 months to 5 years worth of knowledge in just that amount of time.
Ooh. Yeah,
Because
salute.
Huh?
I was saying salute to Greg Parker. Yeah.
Right. So because I had already had I had already had 2 duplexes and a single by that time. And I kind of knew all the right questions to ask. So that was my second time in life being in the presence of a millionaire that would allow me to ask however many questions I want. Because most of the people that came to seminar, they just wanted to get fed information. I went with it. I went with questions. I was there an hour or two early. I sat on the front row. I was in all black. And every time I asked my questions, he answered them. And I just kept rolling with it. And, I knew what to do moving forward. And then from there, man, I got off track for a while because I was trying to use a lot of his strategies and I was trying to do some of my other guy. I had one mentor that say all cash everything. Then you had Greg them saying leverage this and leverage that. And then, I'm reading the old Donald Trump books. I'm reading all these other books on real estate. I'm trying to do everybody's strategy in one. And it was just a whole bunch of nothing. So Then I realized I'm good with people. I can talk to people, I can communicate. I've been a consumer before, so I know how to, feed a consumer. So because of that, I know how to, figure out what you want before you ask for it and give it to you. So you never have to ask. You don't even know how good I'm taking care of you until you leave. So
it's too late. You done already got it.
Right. So by me knowing that, that's why I said, you know what, let me just find my niche. Because, I was trying to teach for a while too. And I have a course that I created. It's online. And it's about 50 videos of me just going from A to Z, talking about everything, all the stuff.
You have a real estate course.
Yeah, I got a course. I just haven't pushed it because of the support that I'm going to have to provide, because it's going to pretty much tell you everything you need to know. But some people are going to still have questions, and I want to be able to answer those questions. And at the time when I completed the course, I'm full-time at work, in the middle of my projects, just all over the place. So I didn't push it, but I left it up there. And I'm going to start pushing it in a while.
It's in your bio?
It's in my bio. So if you click the link, and then once you go to the link, it's the first thing. It's called Landlording Up. So, I started out with an introduction. What is a wholesaler? This is what he do. What is a realtor? This is what he do. What are the contractors? This is what he do. I made it as basic as possible, because you got to know what all the players are first, find out what they do so you can understand the importance of them. Then we start getting into it a little bit more. Then I started talking about my deals, my numbers, the stuff that I don't talk about on IG because I don't need everybody counting my pockets. I got right into it. Hey, I got this deal for this. I paid this. This is this. This is what we're going to do. This is what I get for rent. I went to these people. I refinanced it over here. They wrote me a check for this amount. I took that amount, just giving it all up. All the stuff that nobody was giving me when I came in. And until I when it met with Greg them at the seminar, I'm like, wow, because the books don't never close all the loops. So I made it my point to make sure I close all the loops, and and that's what I did.
So hearing you, if I'm hearing you right, it sounds like you can talk to different people or hear people's like strategy, but that don't necessarily mean it's going to work for you. So it's like, it's 12 ways to skin a cat, but pick one or two that you're most comfortable with. And I definitely agree with you, because when I first got in the game, I was going to dig events. I've been to Greg Parker events. I didn't travel for events. And it's like, one day I wanted to do notes, one day I wanted to wholesale, one day I wanted to do what's the other one? Lease to own. Like all that stuff was like, yo, I realized for me, like, and it took me a while. Like I'm talking about damn near like 4 or 5 years while I'm in the game to get my stride, because I'm trying to do things. And then I started doing fix and flips. I got my GC license, but eventually it really helped me, like you just said, was I stick to being a realtor. Like I'm gonna be the best realtor hands down in the city, damn near in the world soon enough. You know what I'm saying? And that's really what brings me my investment piece, because if I serve a lot of people, they start bringing me deals. So sometimes I sell them, sometimes I keep them.
Right.
But again, you can't do everything. Exactly. It works for some people if you got a team. Like Greg got a team, so he really can be a machine. Right. But for the average person starting out, like, yo, learn one thing, maybe 2 things.
Right.
But be good at least one thing. Be at least good at one thing.
Right. And that's what it's all about, bro. And I think I'm pretty good at being a landlord. My tenants. I think my niche is single women. They already have a lot of stuff to worry about. So when you're renting one of my units, you don't have to worry about if something is going to break. You know that I'm taking care of that place as if that's my son or that's my daughter. Like if I have to go above and beyond, that's what I do. So that's why it works, because other single women, they tell other single women about me. They DM me before my units is complete. I already have a deposit a lot of the times.
Right. That, and I mean, even on the agent side, so like the women tend to always keep a roof over their head at the end of the day.
Right.
When it's not you get some of them that be tripping, but for the most part, it's never like when you get the males, now I got to turn into an ego thing or a bravado thing. And, now cats want to poke their shoulders out. And now it's like, I thought you called me because you was mad about something. You just mad. Like, you didn't pay me rent and you want to beef with me. Like, come on, Holmes. Like, it's not even that deep. Or the dude that moving with the single female, he want to act like he had a household, but he not on the lease.
Yo, I say that all the time. I used to joke about it. Like, bro, you're not even on the lease. Don't talk to me like you're the man of the house when I come to my house, sir. I'm the man of this fucking house. You know what I'm saying? So, I'm respectful because I'm from the South, but bro, this is my house. I'm the man of this house, bro. Don't be calling me asking me when I'm gonna come fix this, because you're a man. You should have known to go under there and hand tighten that little pipe and stop the water. You waiting on me. Get out the way. It's my house, bro. I own it. Pay the taxes every month. So I hate that. But it's customer service, so I gotta do customer service.
You gotta go back. You gotta go back into your professional
life. Yeah, no problem, brother. I'm gonna come on over there and I'm gonna take care of it, man. I appreciate you letting me know about it. You know what I'm saying?
Right. But as soon as you pop fly with me, I gotta let you know, like, yo, you ain't even peace.
It never get that far, you know what I'm saying? Because, I try to be, all right, brother, you got it, you know what I'm saying? But if we have to go there, I usually hit from 0 to 100, and there's no in between, you know what I'm saying? And that could be whatever it could be, All right, I'm going to go on down here and cancel this lease on you right now. And I'm going to pay this little $100 and start this eviction to let you know that I ain't playing around, because I treat you with respect. So
right, now your little boyfriend, now Jody done got you kicked out.
Exactly. Now you calling me, and I'm telling you what Jody done said, and you can't save it at this point. I want y'all out of my unit because y'all bringing me hell, because I need to be moving forward, not coming back dealing with stuff here.
Right.
Yeah, I did what I was supposed to do.
At work. Jody's at home with the complaints while she's at work.
Right. You over here running the water, breaking stuff. She was at work. You know what I'm saying? It wouldn't have never broke if you would have been gone.
I got you.
But yeah, man.
But even to that point, though, like, what do you say, or how can we help more of our brothers? Because that's the other, we also, we want to build up the brothers. So it's like, how can we help get them on the right path with the good credit and, build, having investments that'll pay for the family or stuff that could be passed down?
if we motivate the women motivate the men. Because it's hard. I feel like for the most part, it's hard for a man to motivate another man because it's hard for him to see most men. It's hard for him to see me here and him there and me bring him up because he just can't listen. You know?
Ego. That's ego.
Right. And that's why I did a post a while ago. Like when I walk in the room and I see another lion, I'm going to watch and see what you can do. And I'm like, oh, he can do that. Okay, let's roll together. You're going to handle that and I'm going to handle this. And we finna go and conquer. But most people, a lot of lions, they walk in the room and see another lion. They're going to peek behind the tree and they're going to stay behind the tree until you go because they want to be the only person roaming over here. Versus me, I don't care about none of this. I'm a nomad. So wherever I come, let's conquer it. And I'm going to be gone anyway. So
right.
you know, there's no ego here. You know what I'm saying? And what I'm going to do ain't got nothing to do with you. And what you eat ain't going to make me poop. So, and vice versa. So, you know, and that's just the way I move. But it's hard to motivate, bro. Like I started out doing everything free, reaching out to people, trying to give the information. Nobody was listening, you know. So then I had to just focus on myself. And at this point, I still try to reach back. When people DM me, I answer questions. You know, if they try to get too deep with it, hey, buy that course. You know, and like I don't. It's not that I'm not money hungry like that, but like, bro, I took a lot of losses. You know what I'm saying? I almost took a $15,000 loss last week. You know, that just got hashed out yesterday. But
you said almost. How?
Yeah.
Go talk about that.
So I had one of my wholesalers sending me deals where I bought the 6 unit from. They sent me a deal, looked like a sweet deal. And I kind of didn't do all my due diligence like I needed to. So because of that, they were going to try it. So basically, I got the unit, and I had to put a $15,000 earnest deposit down on it. And then, right. So after really going all the way through the unit and stuff, because I bought that sight unseen, just based on virtual, you know,
right.
Yeah, virtual walkthroughs and stuff. And I didn't have a lot of time to do my due diligence because I was out there landlording, and I didn't get to come home and see everything I need to see to make my decision. But then once I seen the unit, I found out that there was a 4-bedroom upstairs, but it was a rooming house. You know, they advertised it as this unit is going to bring in $2,600 a month, right? Well, when I got there, you could see everybody got individual lots, and you got an old white lady here, and then you got 2 rockheads in here, and then you got a black person here. These people are not related. So then I see I'm like, yo, this is a rooming house, and then the lady's like, oh,
in Philly or Delco?
It was in Darby.
Okay.
Right around the unit right around the street from my 6 unit. So I got to pass this unit to get to my 6 unit. So that was gonna be great, less than a mile, right? So I started talking to the tenants. They were like, "Oh, we pay $400 a month, and that includes everything." And then on the bottom there was a 1-bedroom, and then a 1-bedroom in the back. They originally advertised it as a triplex, when deep down it really was a duplex being operated as a triplex. You know.
Okay. It was 3 floors. I got you.
No, it was 1 floor, but the other unit in the back, you had to go all the way down the street, come through an alley, they get in there, and I don't like the road like that, you know. And I don't want. I know that a lot of people in Philly will still buy that unit and fix it as a duplex and rent it as a duplex. But like I said, once I get to moving forward, I don't want to be thinking about, oh, I lied about that one. This is a duplex. No, I'm gonna do it right now. So when I keep moving,
it ain't nothing else still lingering to get done, right?
Yeah. So in that 2,600 was including the lights, water, and gas. So on the unit, the mortgage probably was going to be $1,200-1,300. By the time I finish paying gas, water, electric for 6 people, which is really like 13 people, because they all got somebody staying with them. They all on fixed income,
right.
Which means that they're home all day, which means they're going to run lights all day, they're going to run water all day, they're going to run gas all day while I'm working, right? So with that, on top of it, I find out that I gotta come pick them up on the 1st of the month, take them to cash their check. If I don't come pick them up and take them to cash their check, I ain't get my money. What time I doing that, bro?
That money gonna be at the liquor store.
Right. What time do I have to be picking 6 people up and taking them to the store? Old people, you know? So for me to try to get 6 people out, I got a hard money loan in this thing, so I'm gonna lose my 4% up front that you got to pay 4 points, plus I'm gonna pay 12% for 3 months on the unit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Then it's gonna take me 3-4 months to get it done.
Right.
It was just gonna be a loss. I was gonna be pretty much at what the place was worth at that point. That's a no-brainer. So
So did you?
so after I did the walkthrough, I said, yo, this ain't a good deal. I don't want it. So then they try to bluff me with the whole, well, you signed the contract. You got to do your due diligence. I said, I'm not closing on this house. So they try to run the whole, my broker's going to be upset. I said, I'm a grown man. I don't care about your broker. Give me the broker number. You keep on having me talking to you. Let me talk to the broker.
Right.
And they never let me talk to the broker. So finally I said, okay, no problem, bro. Keep the 15,000, you know. And then just 2 days later, I text him. I was like, yo, I'm going to need that 15K FYI. I ain't got time to be playing around with y'all. Y'all know y'all ain't do what y'all need to do. The ad said triplex. That place is a duplex. So right there, I've been misled, you know. It's a rumor house. Then you didn't tell me that it was, you know, that it was rumor house. And then the 2,600 was including everything there. Y'all ain't going to win that. So you need to let me get that money back, right? So I really was going to walk away from it, because I didn't have time to pursue the legal and all of that stuff. You there, bro?
No, can you hear me? Yeah.
I can hear you.
Yeah.
So
I'm here.
So I really was gonna walk away from the 15K because I didn't have the time to pursue the legal stuff and all that. And yesterday or 2 days ago, the broker called me with my agent, with, you know, the guy that I deal with from that company, called me, and he was like, hey, we figured out you bought the 6 unit from us. It was really smooth process. We know that you're a qualified buyer and you're solid, this and that. We're gonna eat our costs on the end and let that deal go. We're gonna let you out of it, but we're gonna keep your money in escrow for 2 months, and you got 2 months to buy a house with us. So I was like, give me 4 months, because that means you may not be sending no deals that work with me, and then I don't want to feel like I'm forced to buy something. So, all right, no problem. So I signed the contract, so they got my 15K in escrow until I found a deal. And they've been sending me a whole bunch of good deals. I lost out on 3 of them just because I was in transit that I would have easily swooped up in Norristown and stuff.
Can I ask a question?
I can't tell you what the name of the company is.
I know who it is, though.
Okay, you might do. So what's your question? I signed a disclosure saying that I ain't gonna be bad mouthing them, and they got 15K online right now. You know, I'm gonna need that 15K unless you want, you know what I'm saying, cash out me that before you know, it is what it is.
Release, I got you. So look, well, either way, I'm glad you up to a solution that works out, but that's what's up. And as y'all can see, it's a crazy business. Like, every time you think you got a handle on it, like, yo, I'm about to be rolling, something come up and you got to adjust it. Also add something else to your tool belt, because you just never know how this stuff is going to go.
Right.
So, you know.
Look at Philadelphia house buyers talking about, I know who it is too. I don't know how you know, unless they seen the house and then they got that same email when it was on the market.
I wouldn't say that. It's more so just how they operate. Like, I've heard similar stories of, you know, because they do their thing. They do their thing, but at the same token, like, at the end of the day, like, they always try to, it's like the casino, you know, they always want to win.
Right, of course.
You know, so that's all.
I take everything as a learning experience, man, and I just been blessed to be put in a situation, bro, to where I can take a loss. I just don't take the same loss. So until I get to the point where I really want to be, I just feel like you got to take some losses, you know. And sometimes I'll let something extend a little bit longer just so that I can get the lesson. When a person may think they're getting over, yeah, you're gonna get over on me for 1,000, bro. But if you'd have stayed down, the shit I got lined up is about, you could have had your 50, 60,000 in a few months. So if you want to play me over 1,000, go for it. But just understand that, you know, with me being from the South, it might seem like we slow a lot, but really we're just letting you hang yourself. You know, I don't have to tell you that I know what you're doing. I'm going to show you that I know. And by the time you figure out that I know, I'm already gone. You know, and that's been my product, kind of like my, you know, my little trick in the bag since I've been in Philadelphia. You know, I move slow, but a lot happened.
Would you say the Philadelphia pace it is a little different? Because you said you from Florida, right?
I am.
Right. So it's a little, so like doing business down here, it's a little different than in Florida? Good, bad, and different?
I can't say that because I ain't do no business in Florida. I was working for the man in Florida.
Okay. Well, just as far as the interactions with the people.
Oh yeah, dealing with the people up here is really a lot different. You know, as far, well, I already seen you coming. Who is that? Kane Kia. What's she saying coming?
Oh no, she was repeating what you were saying.
Oh, right. So yeah, but as far as dealing with the people up here in Philadelphia, man, I think a lot of people are movers and shakers, and they will lose out on 100,000 just to make 1,000 today. And I've seen that a lot. You know what I'm saying? Like, which is so crazy. Like, you deal with a person, you know that they got steady income for you. They got steady money. You know, like I've taken guys to my project, like, yo, as soon as you finish here, we're gonna go over here. All right. And then I just got this one too. You know, hey, come on over here with me, do the walkthrough. So you know I got the work, but you'll still not show up to finish the one I got right here. And you could be only a day away from the work, and I still owe you $2,000, but I gotta chase you for 2 weeks to get you to come do 1 day worth of work to get those $2,000. You think I'm gonna take you to my next project when I'm in it at 12%? You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
like, it's a mess. So that's why when I say I'm losing money by being at work, a lot of times I can't be over here to see when you screwing up too bad to stop it right away.
Right.
Like if I'm at the project every day, okay, you didn't show up today. All right, hey, what's going on, brother? Oh, my son. Oh, yeah, no problem. Hey, man, take care of your family. You know, you don't show up tomorrow. Hey, everything good? Oh, my truck. All right, no problem, bro. And in my mind, I already know you got till Friday. When Friday come, I don't care what you do. If I see you on Friday, you going to work. You can go work on Friday, but when you done on Friday, you done. Because
Gotcha.
it's gonna cost me 3 days because you didn't care about my 12% that I got to pay every month to them. My hard money lender want that 12% no matter what.
Right.
So you ain't care about that, which may potentially mess up my 850 credit score. You know what I'm saying? So because you don't care about it, that's fine, bro. I'm gonna get you off my project. I'm gonna change my lockbox code, and then I'm gonna be over there working, or hopefully I'm probably already communicating with some other guys to bring the guys right in to keep my, shit, bro.
Nah, that's dope. So for you, with your projects, though, I guess like, what would you say is your sweet spot with these multifamily? So like, how, or not even that? Can you just talk about a little bit? And I guess most people could get this in your course as well. What's it linked
All
is
right.
in your body. Like, how do you evaluate or determine if a multifamily is a good deal?
So I just kind of got a number already that I know that I need to be purchasing it at, and I'm finally to the point now where I can look at the pictures and weed out a lot of costs. You know, like if I look through those pictures and I see, like if you see in my background right here, you see the corners. You know what I'm saying? You can say, oh, that's drywall. Boom. I look for that in all the rooms, but I ain't seen nothing leaking in the ceiling, so I know I ain't got to spend a new roof $4,000. You know what I'm saying? I'm looking in the bathroom. I see a toilet in place. I see a vanity in place. I see that, oh, plumbing has already been ran. It looks like it's functional. Oh, it's an old ass room. It's an old ass bathroom. Shit is all fucked up in there. Okay, I might have to spend a few more dollars on the plumbing. You know, I just look at all different things throughout the house, just stuff that I've had to fix and spend big money on it. Like we got KCS on there. He hit me hard on this project. You know what I'm saying? I was on the plane this morning looking at what one of my highest expense for that unit, and it was KCS plumbing, but it was much needed. You know what I'm saying? So now when I'm looking at another project, I know what I just paid him. So
Right.
I don't buy a project with that much damage on it that I gotta spend out them couple $1,000s. So with that, I'm able to evaluate it. So the sweet spot is really just all about what I can calculate is wrong with the property already, and then that'll determine what my number gonna be. If I ain't gotta do no plumbing and no electric, I'll pay you a little bit more. You know?
But even with that, to your point about the contract, the contractors, so it's like I had to learn through my process. I'm willing to pay a little more or pay a premium, is what I call it, to
Yeah.
avoid the headaches. So like somebody like KCS, somebody like Taylor Construction, guys like that, it's like, damn, your number a little higher than I want or what I'm used to paying, but them kind of guys you don't got babysit.
Right.
You pay them and let them work, and the work's going to get done. Or if it's an issue, they communicate it, kind of thing.
Right.
And you learn through the process. Like sometimes you get what you pay for, and then sometimes you pay a premium to get a little extra, to just pay for that peace of mind, kind of thing.
And sometimes you pay a premium, and you still don't get what you asked for. So
Sometimes, yeah, sometimes. Yeah.
and sometimes you pay the premium, and the guy don't do the same thing for you that you've been seeing him do on everybody else's project.
Yeah.
You know
But
what
again,
I'm saying?
that's
So,
kind of that's
so,
this dog real estate game, man. You just like you said, you got to stay on top of these cats.
so my theory, and a lot of people may not like it, is I'd rather be out here hustling with it, and even if I had to come back to you and pay you to come fix what the other guy did, it's still gonna be cheaper than if I'd had to give you the job altogether. It might save me a little bit of time, but then on the next project, guess what? I know to be on his ass about this so that I don't have to bring somebody else in, because I know they're gonna charge me a premium just to come out and fix something. And usually, it's never it's never nothing too big. You know what I'm saying? Because I kind of understand what needs to be done too. So I'm there every day. I'm like, yo, this ain't right. All right, rip that out, bro. You know, so
Right.
that's
But I'm saying I'm gonna push on it a little bit, Kurt. I'm saying, yo, if you pay the premium and it's done right, I get what you're saying. Like, yo, I want to be at $8,000 for a complete all plumbing job, right? But I might end up being at $12,000 because that's their numbers, that's the cost, blah blah blah. But as at the same token, if I get the person to do it for $8,000 and then I gotta pay him to rip it out, I'm technically paying for it twice almost. Because most of the time, like when they come back, you know, they shit on the other person's stuff, and they're like, yeah, it's all wrong, I can't. Especially if they want to put their name on it to give you that warranty. You know what I mean? So, but I will say too, what helped me as I built with these guys that charge that premium, that 12 slowly start coming down after the second or third time. The 12 go from 10 to 9. I still want them to make their money. You know what I mean? And then, like I said, if I got multiple deals, it'll start saving money over time when you add it all up.
right. I just haven't ran into a lot of those guys. You know what I'm saying?
Well, not so. So you did your first interview with the Blueprint family. It's a lot of people in here. They probably gonna start DMing you, but we gonna figure. That's what we do. Like you said, we collaborate. I don't hold nothing back from nobody. I will give you the guys to help you. Saying you figure it out. So this way, while you at work or not at work, the work getting done. Because that's one thing we will do. We'll share these bad contractors because a lot of these dudes be frauding for the gram.
Right.
And yo, that ain't even how we go down with them. Don't even. That's just for Instagram.
Right. And that's why I came at it. You know, it's been a learning curve, bro, and it's been a good ride. That 15K would have probably been the biggest loss I would have taken. I didn't lose it. So, and the reason that I was kind of okay with it, because I'm like, look at where I'm at. I'm retiring in September, and all I've taken is a 15K loss.
Nah, you doing good. I mean,
I'll eat that. You know what I'm saying?
I took my 20. It was 25. I took my 25 hit 2 years ago. You know, so it's part of the game. It's on the job training that you pay for. You just don't know you pay for it till you get there.
Right. and like I said, I'll take some losses, but they ain't never been like that. You know,
nothing crazy, right?
A guy might get me for a couple thousand here and there. You know, and time is the biggest loss that I've taken.
Can't get that back.
But I got the experience along with it at the same time. So because of that, you know, it was all, you know, I absorb all of it because I got a piece of knowledge that I didn't have 4 or 5 years ago, and I'm in a better headspace than I've been probably ever in my life. And I've always been a pretty decent headspace, but I'm in a, you know, even better headspace right now. So I really can't complain, man. This is a great journey. I just don't want to end up like one of those people that get, you know, they blow up real fast and if something happens, they lose it all. So that's why I went to the point where I said, you know what, I hit you one time, you said the market was flipping. I'm like, okay, cool. So now I'm actually looking into areas where the school district is good. I'll pay the $165 for the 4-bedroom, 1 bath. And I mean, I have to do a lot. And when I called Casey this time, you know what I'm saying? He only got to come out there and do a little bit X, Y, and Z. He's not rewriting a whole bunch of stuff. You know what I'm saying? Or he may even talk me through it if I feel like doing it. You know what I'm saying? I paid for his class. He had a class. You know, I did the plumbing class. Not that I want to be a plumber. I want to understand what you're doing.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And he gave me a lot of game, and I did some work a few weeks ago that I know he would have probably charged me $700 for if I'd had to call him out to do it. And he would have did a terrible job of tearing up my drywall. So it would have been an even harder time trying to put it back in. I took my time with my Dremel tool, and I cut out me a nice little square, and I put a square back in there. You know, so but I paid for that knowledge. You know, when it was time drywall, I had what's the drywall cat?
Drayway.
He was working on one of my units, so I'm paying him to do my unit and paying him to teach me on my unit.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I learned how to do it. So now I love doing patches. You know what I'm saying? I love doing the drywall. It's fun to me. It's therapeutic. I put my little R&B, 90s R&B on, and I just rock out. You know, and I just keep on going over till I have something smooth, and I paint it. You know, so When my tenants want to put their TV on the wall, I charge them $75 because that's what I got to pay somebody to come out and patch that hole. Even though I know I'm going to go over there and patch it, but it's still $75. That's my time is just as important as the other contractor, you know. So, you know, it's just other little ways to make a few more dollars and, you know, hone in on my skills, bro.
Nah, that's dope. That's definitely dope. And since you be, you know, doing this full time, is like as you're buying properties and doing more of this, you know how to keep the overhead down. And there's nothing wrong with that. So it's like, again, picking and choosing what you want. And you done figured it out in this journey. And then a question for you about retirement. So you went to school twice, you've been doing real estate. So it's like, how'd you get to that mental confidence to say, yo, I can retire. This isn't worth my time. Because like I was talking with another guest, Fitz, and he was like, yo, I feel like I was letting my family down. That's why it took me so long to chase my dreams.
No, when it got to the point, bro, where it really was costing me money to go to work, I knew that I needed to do something. I had told myself, if I come across a 13 unit like what you had and didn't tell me anything about it, or a 15 unit, you know what I'm saying, or a 20 unit, and I'm in a position to get it, I gotta quit. Because if I'm borrowing $500,000-$600,000, I'm not gonna be at no job. I need to be at that project, making sure that I can secure that $500,000 or $600,000 through, you know, through the whole the process of, you know, renovation and stuff. So at first I was waiting for something like that to be my trigger to make me go ahead and, you know, move forward. But then I got to the point to where I sat down. I was in a group, a Zoom group with a whole bunch of brothers in real estate from all over the U.S. And I realized I didn't even know how much money my business made. I knew I was making a lot because of my margins. I always had a margins that I need to be making this out of everything. And I knew that all my units were doing that. So I knew I was making good. So I sat down that same night right here. I actually have all of it here. And this was about a month ago. And I realized what I was making. I was like, oh, wow, that's actually doing pretty damn good for myself, right? So then I realized what I needed to do to get me to the next level is I need to put time in my business. And I feel like I'm right there, you know. I'm right there at the point to where if I make two or three tweaks, I'm at millionaire status. And it's really about handling the business part of my business. I know how to find a project, go through the renovation. I've done that all these times. That's why I'm to the point where I can retire. But to take me to the point where I can retire with freedom, I actually need to spend some time working on the business. And I can't work on the business if I'm at somebody else's business.
So when you say work on the business side, what does that entail? What does that mean?
So for me personally, I don't have a solid CPA on my team that's looking at me and saying, Kurt, when you go out of town, this is how you should be, you know, working all that. Because I really am a business. You know what I'm saying? I should be operating as a business because I really am a business. So my CPA wasn't putting me on like that. You know what I'm saying? So now I'm to the point where I got to go and get some books and just learn some of that stuff. I don't have time to get on YouTube and just watch 30 minutes of just what should I be doing as an entrepreneur, you know, to learn about. I don't have that. You know what I'm saying? And then it's not like I have a lot of friends that really that's doing what I'm doing to share those things also. So I've been a one-man show this whole time, and I've gotten to the point where I can retire. So I feel like I got to spend some time in my business learning how to do that part. Really, the paperwork part is just setting up the business, because what I really want to do is set myself up to the point where I can easily go and apply for a $2 million loan to go ahead and get the 20 unit. I already know I know how to go through it. You know what I'm saying? I can get through that 20 unit, even if it take me 2 years to do. After that 20 unit, with what I got now, I'm really set for life. So that's the tweak, that if I tweak this little bit of thing,
right,
I can get that 20 unit. And after I'm finished with that 20 unit, if I decide to keep going, that's on me, but I really don't have to. So that's that little bit of tweak that'll take me to the next level. And because I'm not there, and I know that I can get there, I knew I had to quit the job. I tried to quit the job right then and there. But they said, hey, you know, we got the schedule built out to September, and we got 2 ladies going out on maternity leave. Please don't leave. I said, all right, I can do that for you. So that's the only reason I stayed, or else I was fed up a few weeks ago. I said, hey, this ain't working. You know,
KR made a good point. You should come out on Saturday to the community cleanup with the investment blueprint members. So
Mm-hmm.
we clean up this Saturday, in like the what is that the Logan section of Philly. So it'll be a bunch of other real estate investors and people in real estate. So we do community cleanup where we invest at, but we network, bust grub, and then we also chop it up and share information with each other. So to be other like-minded people, like you said, if you're trying to learn from some local cats that's trying to do what you're doing and doing what you're doing. Because his dudes in the group, like KR, he got 100 units. Dwayne, he got 100 units. Lorenzo, I think he had 49 units. He might be at 52 if he closed on that other house the other day, that other
Right.
building. So, like you said, and it's crazy. I mean, I'm saying just like you, like, yo, as I start these last 2 years with the pandemic, I changed my circle and, I just got like my largest rehab project that I'm doing in Temple Hospital area now. And like you said, it's just a matter of time before it all start coming together now, but them
Right. Right.
circles be a game changer for you. So when we get off this, I'm gonna send you the flyer for it, but then also I'm gonna drop it in the in my story for those who want to come out.
I'm gonna call in to work for it.
Nah, but definitely, like I said, definitely salute to you, man. Is there anything else before we get off of here that you just want to let the people know, or that you feel like the people should be paying attention to?
As far as what? As far as me, or just in real estate in general?
Either or, you could give them both or just one.
Well, as far as me, you gotta follow that page, because when I post those units, they go quick, and it's really a privilege to have me as your landlord, because I'm taking care of the people. People ain't moving out, so if you're trying to have some stability in your life, come on over to the landlord side, because I'm gonna teach you real estate too, because you're already investing in me. So
Right.
I don't mind putting you in a position. I try to talk to my tenants about real estate. They don't want to hear about that. They just want to go to their 9 to 5 and come. They want to go to their 9 to 5 and work for the landlord, and they want to pay me, and they want to, do their little thing on their little fancy little 2 days off, and that's what they consider life. And if they're fine with it, I want them to be fine with it, because it's going to put me in a position to live the life that I want to live. And I like to travel, and as you probably can see, I'm trying to do 10, 12 trips a year, overseas, and that's what makes me happy. And I like to go and visit kids in other countries and stuff. Teaching school in Africa and stuff like that. So definitely that's where I'm at. And as far as this real estate stuff, man, you gotta put some money out there. And I feel like the amount of money that you need to put out there, everyone has access to. Nobody want to. Like I said, this course is $1,000. Nobody want to pay $1,000 for that course, when in reality that course is worth probably about $20,000, because there's probably one video that you'll watch, something will click in that video, and it'll put you in a better position to where you're no longer renting and you're living for free just off that. If that's not worth $1,000, I don't know what is. So a lot of people don't know how to value stuff. So if anything, I think people need to invest into something, whatever it is. You know what I'm saying? You want to go and do one of the KCS classes and learn plumbing, and then just learn how to just unclog drains. They charge you $275 to unclog drains. So
Every time, 5 minutes or an hour, $275.
So if you want to do something like that, you know what I'm saying, you can do that. If you want to do drywall, you charge $30 a board. You learn a little bit of algebra, let time with, determine how many boards you're going to need. Each board is 32 square feet. You divide that and you say 30 times how many boards I'm going to need.
Right. It's a free class right now, getting ready to start up with Trade for Differences. If you want to learn those trades that you're talking about, carpentry, plumbing, and HVAC, or electrical.
Exactly.
It's free. All you got to do is give your time and show up.
That's true. But don't nobody want to do that, because it's easier to go work for somebody, because you don't have to think about it. You know that money is coming, But then you're going to also have those same struggles that you always have too.
Oh, KCS said his fee $350 for a clock.
See what I'm saying? I think I did just pay him $350 a few weeks ago to unclog a drain. He was in there about 10, 15 minutes. Killing me, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Well, cool thing is, me and him was talking earlier today, actually. So we gonna get him on the live in July. So he gonna be able to tell his side of the story of being a contractor.
Hey, that's a real brother now. That's a real brother. He's probably been one of the, him and Ty Strickland have probably been one of the,
you know Strick?
Yeah, I started out with Strick. Strick come do some work. He gonna hit your ass on them prices, but it's gonna get done right every time. You know what I'm saying?
Right. So he's one of the guys I'm talking about. Like, yo, I know what I'm paying for, so I rock out with it. So
I done took Strick out to lunch and said, listen, man, you my dog, you know what I'm saying? But I can't afford you, bro. You know what I'm saying? I can't afford it, bro. Like, I can't afford to pay that. You know what I'm saying?
But same token, material cost is going up. So I know, like,
It ain't that much, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because I still end up buying them same materials and getting the job done for a lot less. You know what I'm saying? If I can get it done for 2,400 and you want 8,000, you got to meet me somewhere in the middle, bro. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna be right there at the project, and I've been through it a couple times, so I know what needs to be done. That's a big difference between 2,400 and 8,800, dog. Especially when you got a budget to keep, and then I'm new at it, so I'm probably in a little bit more in other areas. I need to save, so if I know I can save here,
that's what I'm
you
saying.
my dog, but I can't. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, he said I took him to lunch, and look, you know, you my man, but yo,
Listen, I took him to lunch. I even drove him in my new truck. I had just got it lifted. We went out there. What we went out there? What's that area over there? That new area, south, that nobody want to move to yet.
You said the new area, don't what, like Port Richmond, Kensington?
Chester.
Oh, yeah, I went to Chester. Okay.
We rode through Chester looking at you. I'm trying to fellowship with him. You know what I'm saying? Because he got to come up off them prices. And Buddy ain't coming up off them prices, man. So I still use them, but not as much as I like to, because I know he said we're gonna be on Thursday. They get there on Thursday, bro, and they make it happen. But I can't afford it all the time, you know, because I'm a one.
I understand, but at least you had the conversation. Y'all worked it out type time, you know, and like you said, you're not scared to get your hands dirty, and you're gonna help out either way. So I mean,
Casey, in the way we started, you know, he did some work for me, and then he sent me the bill afterwards, and I think he did a GFCI, and he said he charged $175 for GFCI. I think he had put like 2 in. And I slept on it for about 2 weeks. And finally, I think I sent him a long message. Hey, brother, it was real respectful. Hey, brother, you know, thanks for doing what you're doing. I feel like you kind of hit me across the head with that. And, you know, I'm trying to do good business out here. And I wasn't happy with that. And he called me and he said, oh, man, that's what I charged. Sorry about that. And we worked. And, you know, we worked through it. Instead of him getting offended, he brought me through. You know what I'm saying? And from there, we've been like this. So I was able to say, hey, man, I can't afford it, bro. Come on, let's go and get some lunch. But I'm going to need you to come on down on that. You know what I'm saying? And it ain't came down yet. But
well, don't feel bad. I get him houses off market or on market, and my prices still don't go down.
See what I'm saying? So, you know, but I ain't going to argue with you about your price. If I got to go somewhere else, I got to go somewhere else. You're still my dog, but I still got to put myself in a position so I can retire. And I would like to retire with you and put that money in your pocket too, but I can't put it all in your pocket. That's gonna be less in my pocket, and I can't do what you do. And Ty Strickland,
you keep traveling up anyway, so we definitely we ain't gonna mess up your traveling budget.
Exactly. You know, Strickland, he like to go down to Miami and rent them Rolls Royces and all that good stuff. So, and I ain't got no problem with it, but you're gonna have to save something. You're gonna have to cut back on me, bro, because I want to go down there and do it, and I can't do it if I'm paying you. You know what I'm saying? A+ prices all the time.
I got you. We was just little funny you said that. We was talking about going to a Eagles game out of town next year. So yeah, he definitely traveled more. Exactly.
I know why, but I see what he charged.
But you got to keep saying in this real estate business. So I mean, so I'm trying to get like y'all bulls and start adding that to my arsenal a little more. Right.
It's happening, bro. I think you're doing a good job. You got a platform. You know, you like you said, you find your niche, and you're working in it, and you're bringing people in. I appreciate what you're doing. You're invited me, so you may increase my network and increase my net worth at the same time. So I'm gonna call it work. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna pay me anyway. I'm gonna go ahead and do that, and I'm gonna come out there and the fellowship. You talking about some guys got 100 units and 50 units? I'm gonna come on out there and I'm gonna fellowship with them brothers and. Hopefully I can get something out of the deal, and I want to, contribute something to the deal too, because it ain't all about taking. And since I've been it's been a lot of taking, and not a lot of people putting in the pot.
So that's why I'm saying. So just FYI, I won't be there this weekend because I am taking the trip this weekend. I'm going to Mexico.
Okay.
This weekend, but the rest of the team and fellas will be there. So, and like I said, I'm the small pup out the crew. You know what I mean? But like I said, everybody else, they 30, 40, 50 units and up, and they all young black entrepreneurs, taking care of their family, and then also trying to do something for the community. So, that's how we gonna get there. And like I said, we plug and play from here on out. You know what I mean? Especially since I know where that multi-unit is, so I'm around there every day, damn near.
You
my
know
book,
what? Which motor unit is?
the Derby one,
Which one? My 6 unit or the?
the 6
Or,
unit on Main. Well, I don't want to say, but yeah,
oh no, the duplex over on that street. My 6 unit ain't on Main Street.
all right. So the one on Main Street, that one I'm saying. But either way, Derby ain't far from my folks, so we can connect. We'll link up because, like I said, I'm always between. If I ain't in West Philly, I'm coming through that side because my folks live in the county. So you know.
Yeah, I'll be over there tomorrow. I get off at 3. I'm gonna be over there from about 3:30 to probably about 8, finishing
So
that.
next week when I come back, I won't be back. I get to enjoy Father's Day and drink some mimosas, and you know what I'm saying.
I'm
You
gonna
know,
be, bro. You know, I'm rolling. So we make
okay.
it happen. Most definitely.
Tone said he trying to get. Somebody else said Tone said he trying to get one. Tone, I got you, Tone. Soon as I find her, I'm gonna have to start keeping some of these cribs, but I got you, Tone. I got you.
So you wholesaling too or no?
No, so like I was telling you, like I provide service as far as just if somebody want to buy or sell, they call me, and then I distinguish what I can do with the deal. So I always put the customer first, you know. But at the same token, if my ears start itching and I hear it, I'ma buy it. But if not, I know what y'all guys like. So once you tell me what you like, and we stay in contact, I'm texting you the deal before I put it out in the street.
Let me ask you this. So if you put the customer first and you run across a tenant that you know they're a qualified tenant and you know the landlord got a unit, you ain't gonna send that tenant to me unless I pay you?
Well, so all right, so I know what you're talking about. Yeah, no. So look, we gotta build. So once we build, I can send it to you, right? But initially, off the rip, like I still gotta get my fee. Like I still gotta feed my family.
I hear you on that, but I don't buy that, bro. Because I'll send 10 people to you tonight if I
No,
know that
so
they are,
look,
and
so
you ain't gonna pay me nothing because I want the person to get what they need to get, and you're gonna
right.
make yours anyway. So if you rolling and you doing what you need to do, you're gonna get yours anyway. So I ain't gonna stop nobody else's blessing. Because if
Well,
you know
no,
I'm a really good landlord,
I'm stopping the blessing because it goes to the same thing about how certain people got their numbers, but like, yo, the number might not fit for you. So I'm saying in my repertoire of I provide a service in regards to I provide tenants, I provide houses to investors, and I provide houses for buyers or help sellers. So I mean, each situation presents itself. We pivot and make it happen. But providing tenants is one of my services. And like I said, when we talk, I ain't hit you for the full fee. I'm like, yo, we could work out a number, you know what I'm saying? I could make something happen for you, you know what I'm
right?
saying? Because
Yeah,
but again, when I give you this quality tenant, the key thing you just said is I'm taking the legwork out of it. So I'm screening them, making sure that they legit because I want you to get a tenant you gonna be happy with. And that comes at a slight cost. Not a premium, a slight cost.
that sounds real good. But what's my warranty on that?
What's your warranty on it?
Yeah.
I'm gonna take care of you. If it's I can't get them out necessarily, but if it's a bad situation and you had to get them out of there, like, all right, I owe you one.
Oh, okay. Because I did that one time. And because my thing, like I hit you, is you say the lead work. There's not a lot of lead work into it for me. Because with the way that I set up my business and how I'm running it, most of the time before the unit even done, I already got a deposit. I don't have a lot of turnover anyway. So, it's not going to be hard for me to get the unit running anyway.
No, so you're
Like with you, huh?
I was saying, so I understand what you're saying 100%. So, but I'm saying that's why you're able to say no, and then I'm also able to say, yo, I can't just give you this tenant because I got other landlords that don't have the talent that you have. They could benefit from this tenant as well because they don't have the time to do the legwork or know how to really screen a tenant or what to look for.
Right. And like I said, that's my niche. You know what I'm saying? I enjoy talking to the people. I get them on the phone. I can ask a few questions and already figure out if this person's full of crap. Just by their answers. I was a correction officer, bro, so I'm used to finding out what you got going on.
The turkey time.
You know what I'm saying?
The turkey time.
Huh?
You can weed out the turkey time.
Exactly. So I'm used to doing it, and I enjoy it. Because it's funny to me how people just think you're just stupid. So I just run it like that and just, let it be what it's going to be. So that part I can't pay for. But the one time I did pay, I went to Africa and I let this girl do it. And she handed me the packet. They all look good on paper. 3 months in, they wasn't paying rent. 2 of them moved out. One stayed and squatted on me for 8 months. I still had to pay a $1,000 mortgage.
Right.
But
Nah,
they
so
paid
look.
$1,000.
Nah, so look though. So I'm saying, yo,
So
boss.
what's my warranty when you give me this good qualified tenant?
So no, that's what I'm about to tell you. So I'm about to say bump the warranty. I'm saying, one, my name is my name. So I'm not gonna give you nobody for no little nut commission check of $400 or $500. That don't do nothing for me. Like you just said, you talked about to the point of I made this $500 when I know I can make thousands with you if I provide you quality service. So whether it's a tenant, a house, or whatever it is, I'm not never sending nobody nothing that's gonna burn them out or put them in a jam. Because like again, I'm a landlord and I also know what it feels like to have that kind of a situation. So for me, it's like, yo, if I wouldn't put them in my place, I'm not giving them to you. And that right there, that's what you're paying for. You're not paying me because you just sent me a couple of dollars. No, you paying me because I'm giving you something that you could get on your own. But look, I'm already wrapping it in the bowl for you.
Right.
And again, when I say I'm giving it to you, it's gold. It's good.
Right. So now, just if you flip that same on, flip that right around, because this is the conversation I have with contractors when I first meet them. Hey, I'm gonna need 30% up front. So I'm asking, well, what you need 30% for? Well, I got to get my guys together. I'm like, I had over 30 jobs and they never paid me before I got started.
Right.
You ain't got to buy the material. I'm buying the material. It's my material. What am I paying you 30 for? Wait, that's just the way it's always been, man. You can ask anybody. Well, you don't have to stay that way. So why am I paying you to come to work? Oh, I'm going to come do the work. Just like you want me to trust that you're going to go to work and do it. You know what I'm saying? You need to trust me that when you go and do it, I'm going to pay it. You don't know me and I don't know you. So even with me and you know what I'm saying? You're going to give me a qualified tenant. If you know your work is so good, why don't you give me one to start off with? And then I pay you for the next. Since you know your name, because me being a one-man team and coming to Philly from Florida, I ain't running to nobody that's giving good quality tenants like that. So at this point, I figured out what I need. I need tenants. I need them to pay rent so that I can position that I'm in right now. So because of that, I took over that part and I managed that part. Now I start giving them to you, and then you just sending me somebody that, they got a quick 720 because they just jumped on somebody's trade line and bumped their credit up real quick, and they just put all their inquiries, and you sent me that. Then,
so
then
Kurt,
you gonna say, well, Kurt he got
look,
720, Kurt. He ain't had on his credit, and he worked. That is a good job. You know what I'm saying? But you ain't asked none of the questions that I would ask. You know what I'm saying? Now I'm stuck with a lemon. And everybody
all right, so look, Kurt, but this is what I'm saying. This is the beauty about conversation. Right. So me and you, that's why I said, yo, we got to do this, right? So we'll build a rapport. I'll know how you operate. I'll know what you look for. You'll again, I'm a landlord, so I know every landlord got their own little quirks in particular things. So I'm saying, yo, tell me what you need. What's the certain things you're looking for? Because when I go to these tenants, I'm getting that from the rip, and now I can do my thing and add your thing to my thing. So now they're getting the double screening, right? So again, I'm also saying, yo, I ain't gonna lie, I can't afford to just give it to you because at the end of the week, like you talk about that mortgage is due at the first of the month, my kids' daycare is due, my kids got to eat when I go home, and then it's like, Daddy looked out for somebody today, so we can't get Chick-fil-A tonight. Right. You know what I'm saying? My oldest son gonna tell me, Pop, you tripping. He only 6. He know what time it is.
Right. And on the same token, when I can't pay my mortgage and I can't pay all my other stuff because I done let you give me a tenant, and then the tenant shitting on me, and then instead of me getting first, last 1 month security deposit, I got 3 months up front. I only got 2 months now because I gave you one. And
I don't charge that though. That's what I'm saying.
But what I'm saying is the same point. I gave you 500. You know what I'm saying? I'm 500 down. I gotta say, well, I gotta get a cheeseburger from McDonald's. I can't go and get what I really want because I gamble with you. So it's the same token, bro. And everybody want to be trusted first, and they don't want to trust nothing else. So and then look, if you look, one of your guys said you don't go to a nice restaurant and ask for a free good meal. You have to take a risk in life, and Allie isn't running the church. That's a great point, right? But think about a person in my position. I'm not saying what I'm saying because, I'm just making this shit up. What if I tell you I've jumped out there and paid those risks? Because as I said before, I can afford it. I have been in a position where I can afford to take some losses. But after a certain amount of, you don't just keep jumping out there and you have to take a risk in life. You know what I'm saying? What if I've already took 45 risks? And I'm at the point now where I ain't just giving you.
Kurt, so can I just chime in on that part?
Yes, sir.
if you took 45 risks, right, and the
Mm-hmm.
risks keep coming back with losses or issues, right,
Mm-hmm.
it's not the issue or the risk, it's the strategy
Uh-huh.
and the upfront part. So just like you said about when you get into your business, for real, it's not really worth your time to be screening tenants. When we talk about the things that are value in our time, it's not really worth your time to screen tenants
Right.
because your job is to find deals. You make your money finding deals and getting these cribs up and running. So again, if you build that rapport and you set up a system where you know what's coming through the pipeline or somebody that you could trust, because like you said, I know how Philly is. So and especially real estate, it's a lot of savages in the real estate game that because you could go from Herbalife sector, drug dealer, and be in real estate tomorrow. You
Right.
could do whatever, right? But at the same token, as you build and figure it out, you start putting your systems in place that know, like, yo, like you said, you already know you want single female. So when I do the screenings, I can't discriminate, but at the same token, I can do certain things to the advertisement to appeal to females. So
Mm-hmm.
we could weed some of that stuff right there. And then from there, I mean, the other checks and balances, we doing the screening, we checking the evictions, and from there, you make the ultimate decision. So I never give somebody a tenant that I say, yo, this is the tenant for you. And I tell people, don't take my word for it. Once I give you a tenant that I feel like that qualifies, you do the final interview or whatever it is you need to do to put the stamp on it. Because again, it's a collaboration. Teamwork make the dream work. And again, if you start building out that system, we got this one tenant we might have a couple kinks or an issue with, but look, we still got more money to get. We're not gonna squabble over $500 and not make the rest of this money because
Right.
it's a long-term game. But at the same token, the thing I'm just saying for you is not about avoiding the issue, is more so about improving the issue and setting things in place so that you again don't got to do those things. So granted, I know you like it, but again, that's not the thing that's really making you money. The thing that's making you money is the finding the 20 unit or the 16 units. But again, at the same token, I really don't do a lot of tenant placement. I only do tenant placement for particular landlords that we got that rapport with, and I can understand what they really want. Because some landlords is just outrageous. But my job really is where I do add the value is I'm gonna get you a building that you're gonna want to put tenants in. So I'm gonna do that. So that, and again, that's why I'm not really squabbling over whether I do the tenant placement or not, because for me, my money is really made on giving housing. That's where I make my check. So if I wholesale you a crib, yo, my fee is my fee. We can't really talk about that. But if I'm an agent and I sell you a crib, all right, again, I could negotiate, get you what you need, but I still need to make my fee, and I'm gonna get you deals again that's gonna put you closer to your mark to getting that freedom at the end of the day. But again, I know what you're saying, yo, I can't keep giving and motherfuckers keep taking. I get it, but I'm also saying, yo, that's that part that I had. I'm just saying for me, I had to do a lot of working and being patient. That there's so many people out here, like you said, trying to get over on people that ain't my problem. I can't change who I am because of that. I gotta, I gotta adjust, and I gotta try to figure out what did I miss when I was dealing with that person that I could have avoided that got me in this situation. And the same thing with the tenants. It's normally some type of red flag, and then I'll just take it one more step closer. What we also do is we go to their house and we look at what they live like at their house.
Mm-hmm.
So again, we're not just, yo, run an application, give me a deposit, we got you. No, we got a full system. I'm not saying it's bulletproof yet, but it's damn good. It's damn good.
All right. I'll try you out. Got this 2-bedroom, 1 bath in Darby right now.
Look, mention, I need your product to be behind, to stand for everything that you command. I need your product to be able to stand with that. Because not saying you, but I'm saying some landlord, they got this, this high list, and then you selling me Reebok housing. No, if you want Nike tenants, I need a Nike product.
Right, and I get what you're saying. And we can talk about that. But at the same token, I got a strategy that I've been using. It's been working for me. You know what I'm saying?
We're going to 10X that strategy. That's what we're here for.
Exactly. So with the product that I'm kicking out, this is what I'm getting for it every time. And it's putting me in a position where I'm at right now. Mm-hmm. You got to do the same thing. If not, I got to keep doing it. Because if you can't do what I can do or better, then why do I need you? You know what I'm saying?
So I'm saying I wholeheartedly understand, and I'm also saying, yo, all you got to do is just call. This is what I'm here for.
But then also, you're talking about it being worth what it is. I have a service that I offer. That service it's really basic, but there's so many people that are so far beneath average that it makes it seem like I'm elite. So just to get average service is seeming like it's an elite. Like if I put a closet in the room,
No,
people really ain't used to closets.
So many
So
people. It's so many people doing low grade work. I get it. So when you just do slightly above or do the norm, what we would consider the norm, people think it like somebody could be living in the slums and then come to, I don't know, the Holiday Inn and think it's the Taj Mahal. So I'm saying I get it, but then I'm also saying, yo, because I know what the difference between the Taj Mahal, the Holiday Inn, or the Ritz Carlton is. I gotta hold you accountable for it the same way you want to hold me accountable for it.
Right. Yo, I'm an open book, bro. You know, I'm like this. I'm not, I'm not new to it, but I'm not, I don't have a lot of years in the game either. But I know what I know, and it's been working for me. And as I always say, I've never failed at anything that I tried to do. So this is something that I'm actually trying to do, and I haven't failed so far. So I don't plan to start failing now. So
it's never a failure. It's a lesson. I mean, and even in that, that's why I say, yo, you got the interview, you in the blueprint now. So we gonna figure it out, good, bad, or indifferent. That's what it's all about. If COVID ain't taught us nothing else, we figure shit out.
You're right. I'm here, bro. I'm rolling. You know what I'm saying? I'd rather be rolling with more like-minded people. I've gotten used to rolling, the way that I roll now. But I would love to pass that off to you. I would love to pass everything off to more people.
Look, I've been playing point guard my whole life. I got you. Just set the pick and roll. Just set the pick and roll.
I'm a wrestler, bro. Don't be talking all that stuff to me. When I run straight through and I just put my shoulder down. You know what I'm saying? And I foul hard. So so let's talk.
Ain't bleeding. It ain't no foul. That's how you coming, huh?
Say what? That's right. To stop being a BI.
Nah, but definitely, man. Well, definitely salute to you, Kurt, man.
Appreciate
Make
it,
sure I hit the link in his bio. I appreciate the feedback in the questions as well, man. So definitely hit the link in Kurt's bio. Stay tuned for his units that he got coming available. Either he or I will give you access to be checking them out.
All right, you're right. We're gonna talk about this unit then. I'm gonna try you out.
All right, look, it ain't nothing to try me out. Once you call me, it's done. That's what I'm here for.
This baby gonna be ready tomorrow. I'm gonna go work it, so we can talk.
So I ain't gonna be here. I can have somebody come do the walkthrough and check it out.
I'm having nobody do nothing. I done made a relationship with you. Now you already.
I gotta show up. I gotta show. All right. When I get back in town, we gonna link. When I come back on Tuesday, we gonna link.
All right, let's make it happen, brother.
All right, man. Salute to you and definitely appreciate you.
All right, man. Take it easy, brother.
Have a good one.
You too, man.